The year of the dragon starts in 4 days. Welcome back to the channel, Gods and Goddesses in Training. It's Uncle Makara back with another amazing video. Today we're talking about a very interesting topic. This was recommended to me by Alex Ark. Shout out, bro. And I think it's a very relevant topic to right now because everybody is tapping into this understanding of this word, which is Tycoon. A powerhouse, a business, electromagnetic chamber of positivity and possibility. Now, I channeled Archangel Raziel a day ago, okay? Very powerful downloads. And through that, he actually gave us the 4 significant aspects of wealth generation, okay? So I highly recommend you go check out that recording, okay? Because that's kind of relevant to what we're talking about right now. Business is like jumping off of a cliff and then learning to build a parachute on the way down, okay? So you're taking a huge risk, yes, but once you get this thing off of the ground, it'll start making its momentum. And oftentimes we don't recognize this, guys, but the metaphysical world, right? The hidden world, the subconscious world is what is controlling and communicating with all of us. Organizational styles are changing. Leadership styles are changing. And of course, we still have to work hard. We still have to make sacrifices to be a tycoon, okay? But understand that there's also this high level of discipline. And this combination of discipline and surrender is what it comes down to. You are cocky to the world, but you are humble before God. You see, that's the energy. You're moving as if you can morph the elements around you, like you're an airbender, earthbender, waterbender, firebender. You can move like that. At the same time, I tune into the stillness of the universe that guides me to the right workout, to the right movements, to the right business meeting. Because I trust in that divine power. You see, I recognize, being this Tantric tycoon, stepping in, tapping into this archetype of abundance, pure abundance and potential. Sure, they might be putting in a lot of late nights. Yes, they have to struggle, they have to work hard. However, that glory that you get when you reach that peak state and you're feeling so good about yourself, like I can impact anybody right now from this state. You see, a lot of people who are worried about like psychic warfare and things like this, you got to understand, hey, the enemy makes this game exciting. You get what I mean? They're playing their role, you're playing your role. And the enemy is mainly a part of your psyche that's deeply, deeply, deeply been repressed inside your own subconscious mind. So when you see an enemy on the outside world, you know, whenever you're cursing, hexing, whatever, that's actually, you're doing that to yourself. And then you're changing your reality so that that impacts the enemy on the external world. You see what I'm saying? So really what you're doing is, if you're ever attacking an enemy, you're attacking yourself, okay? Now the best way to deal with this is, what is the trigger or of the insecurity or the intimidation that's coming up within you? If you start to do the shadow work during that time, when you feel that urgency of like, I want to get back at this motherfucker, right? That energy, if you can crystallize it, if you can transmute it into fuel, right? Into rocket fuel that gets you to activate and advance your avatar and character. You start becoming more optimal, right? You find that you're just flourishing different. You're functioning different from this space, from the state of mind. So I'm looking towards innovation, maximization in my workplace. Now, I might not have the same vibe when I come home and I just rest my head. I've been crushing it all day. I want to have a very cooling, soft, receptive, nurturing, feminine energy beside me. I don't know if you ever had a girl's head on your heart, right? She's kind of maybe backwards. And you will notice this kind of feeling of like, that's dope, right? That is a feeling that we actually need in order for us to revitalize us and get us to work even harder and push for it even better, right? Because that deep compassion and love is something that we're missing, especially in this generation, you know? And I have nothing against the hookup culture. Like, by all means, go get your needs met. However, as Granddad Raziel said last night, you cannot cast your pearls before swine, okay? You can't give knowledge to or wisdom to deaf ears, okay? Some people are going to resonate and respect this video, others are going to hate on it or project onto it, okay? And that's valid, okay? Some people won't even focus on the video. They'll be thinking about, oh, you know, nice hat, bro, or something like that. It'll be completely irrelevant, something that doesn't even relate to the content of what is being said, okay? Because we all come with our own narratives and assumptions about people, you know what I mean? And you're probably watching this YouTube channel coming up with a bunch of your own, okay? And that's completely valid. I'll accept all of that. In fact, I am whatever you say I am, as Eminem said. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am, okay? That's the energy. Yeah, you freaking loser. Yeah, okay, so what? I'm a loser who's gonna kick your ass. Get over here, okay? You don't let it hit you, because the Tycoon is too focused on his mission. And just as soon as I said that, there's money coming into my account, okay? So this is an abundance frequency, guys. Like, this is no joke, right? I'm not gonna lie to you about that. I just had money come through my account right now as I'm making this video. So that tells you that I'm tapped into this wealth frequency, this energy that's coming through. But to maintain and sustain that wealth, I have got to trust in the grace of God, because he knows me better than I know myself, actually. Okay, he sees my timelines, he sees all of it, right? And I'm only zooming into one particular aspect of this chapter right now, right? But he sees the whole story, right? And so, of course, he's going to try to nudge you in little subtle ways, whether that be through angels and angel numbers, whether that be through your different guides that you see or understand on this journey. Okay, you're going to peer through the edge, and also beware of deception during this time. A lot of people will try to, you know, intervene and try to get money in unscrupulous or unhealthy ways, right? And as a tantric tycoon, you're changing that relationship with money, because money is actually a very spiritual thing, because I can change other people's lives with money, right? I can actually change the physical world when I have more money. And a lot of spiritual people that you know, think about them. They're all broke. They have no sense of security, and so they're always chasing. Paycheck to paycheck. I have to get the next one. If that doesn't work, then I have to. It's this scarcity, leeching mentality. That I need it, I want it, I crave it, I have to have it. Whereas true prosperity is this feeling that, yeah, man, it's all going to work out in the end. I've got this, you've got this. Oh, okay, cool. You know, it's that leveled out energy that gives you the Godfidence to move forward. And why are we different, man? We're the Kundalini Kings, we're the gods in training, we are the flow state Jedis and flow state wizards in this game, in this matrix. We're the priest or the priestess beasts. You know us, some of you have seen us, okay? Sometimes I invite some people over to these calls and people are always surprised, like, oh, that's cool, or she was wild, you know, or yeah, that was so interesting, I really like that person's voice. Another thing that Archangel Raziel told us is, if you were guaranteed success in one area, absolutely guaranteed it, what area would that be? All right? And I think that that's a powerful way to go about your life, actually. Because why would you fill your head with doubts, right, as you begin a journey? That's like going to slow down your speed to like a turtle's pace. Like, yeah, but I still have this doubt. I don't know if it's going to really work out, or I don't know if people trust in me, you know. That's not how a Tantric Tycoon talks. Tantric Tycoon is like, give me more, I'm the best, I'm going to eat it up, let's go, man. Come on, that's like a little flea compared to my potential. What are you talking about? Come on. Right? So it's got this kind of competitive edge, this sense of, I'm going to get to the next goal, I'm going to get to that next level. I'm playing this video game, but I'm not detached from source. I'm letting God flow through me, at the same time making my wealth and abundance to impact the lives of others, change the lives of others, be of service. And through that service, through that integrity, right? I told Polkit in our session, he joined the Adepts program as well. So when I say the word integrity, I don't want you to just think of it as being like integrous or connected and things like this, okay? I want you to think of the way that engineers or architects use the word integrity, which means that it's how strong the structure is. You get what I mean? So really strong characters, a strong structure that is there. You're wondering, who is that guy? That guy's a glitch in the matrix. Those people aren't normal. Are those guys superheroes? What are they doing over there? Right? Are you in a band? Are you in a gang? You need this essence with your tribe. Wherever you're walking, you've got to determine that, okay, these guys, they're different. They are no normie, right? They are no NPC in this game. There's something different about their aura, their character, their sharpness, the way they dress, their presence, right? And if you're seducing the opposite gender, also understand that, hey, that's a feminine art form. So therefore, you got to tap into, grooming yourself better and wearing better clothing. Yeah, that's what we do. Okay? Your life itself should be a mating ritual. Your entire life should be a mating ritual, in fact. If it isn't, there are things that need fixing. There are loopholes, right, within your own structure. I don't use my wealth just for my own selfish means and just helping my family. I'm gonna get rich for the welfare of humanity. Why? Because it's a projection of me too. I see that, but a very, very distant one, right? I understand that everybody is connected to the collective unconscious, right? So I have that billionaire brain. I just need to tap into billionaire consciousness now. You see what I'm saying? So it's about the idea of money completion, right? Because it's eternal, it's abundant, it's constantly flowing. It's not this thing that, I lose it and then my security goes down. My state drops, right? When I have no money, I feel bad. It's, can you feel good and rich even when you're broke? That's the secret. You can get a lotus seed mala and chant to Ma Lakshmi in the Hindu pantheon. There's a Lakshmi Gayatri mantra that you can tap into for wealth accumulation. Okay. But what is she doing? She's basically creating more opportunities for blessings. Maybe opportunities which are already there, but maybe your spiritual senses aren't tuning you there in a sense. So she's going to tune your spiritual receptors towards these opportunities and blessings. Clearing clutter or old energies is a good way to have new money flowing in. If you've ever seen a Gomti chakra, see if you can find one of these. Basically like a rare shell with a spiral inside it. If you've ever seen it. We are the upward spiral gang, remember, okay? So we are always transcending. So the way that we understand it, right, there's 3 spiritual stages. The first is like spiritual robot NPC, right? Oh, let me just burn incense, okay? Let me burn some sage and get some tarot deck, right? What? Okay? You're a robot. You're just doing what everybody else is trying to do, okay? But you're not like opening the tarot deck, going into the archetype of the Hierophant, like studying it, like flipping it upside down, right? Doing the, like that guy's different. That's the Tycoon. Right? Not the one like, I'm going to feel the bliss of this incense right now. No. The incense is a purpose. It's creating my space and atmosphere. I'm going to use it to amplify. So the first stage is like spiritual robot, right? Now, and you know a lot of those people. Trust me. I know at least, okay? 2. Second stage is the dirty stage, okay? Know what I'm saying, girl? Shit. Okay? The dirty stage, okay? So the dirty stage is basically like where you're confronting your shadows. All the lurky stuff beneath the surface, you're facing them finally, right? It's when the light worker realizes, oh shit, I need to do shadow work, okay? That's the second kind of spiritual phase. And then the third one is where you're like, hey, I've done the shadow work, I've done the light work, now it's time to do my golden shadow work and grow. I'm going to lean into my fear of success and what's actually holding me back. I'm going to notice my boundaries. I'm going to notice my glass ceilings, right? In this third stage, which is transcendence. To transcend above the dirt. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of a spiritual evolution map in 3 stages, but really start to understand that where are you at, you know, and can you process this thing where you're not holding so much of these resistances, right? It's good to be triggered and offended by something, because then you can actually zoom into it and get you to your most advanced level. So I always thank these people that trigger me, right? In my mind, at least, I do, because I recognize that that is a flaw within my own character. And if I can correct that, I'm going to correct not only myself, but my perception, and then my reality is going to change. Okay? So why did I use the word tantric? Tantric just means interconnected. I'm a part of a movement or a tribe, and your vibe creates your tribe, right? So anyone outside of that tribe, you just go, whatever, dude. I've got to set my boundaries for myself and my people. Okay, these rules apply to this group, right? To this YouTube channel and so forth. The waves we're making. But what if some random stranger comes along and tries to weasel themselves, you know, in? What does that mean? Use deceit, manipulation, lying from the beginning, trying to pose themselves as an expert. Like, if I see all of these things, I'm going to be like, okay, we got 1 warning, 2 warning, 3 warning, right? It's like, you have to set the boundaries on this thing. You know what the issue is? Nice people are going to get eaten alive, right? So, like, yes, there are billionaires out there, but if you're a nice billion, I don't think I've ever seen a nice rich person, because they have to really be strict about how they're spending their time and their energy, right? Because they're impacting a lot more lives, guys. Okay? They are. And the thing is, that energy is within you too. You just got to find it and amplify it. And so what if you don't make $1 million? That's not even the spirit of this thing. The spirit of this thing is I'm going to grow, I'm going to excel, no matter the circumstances, no matter who tries to stop me. Okay? And it's not the stubbornness that most people, you know, show. It's actually a perseverance. It's a determination towards the end goal, right? And you're not thinking about your goals all the time, like, I'm going to get that thing, and then I'm going to get that, and then No, you're thinking from it. Okay? You're thinking from it. So in your visualization, you're thinking from that standpoint of you already having it. Okay? And you might get triggered when you see other people on social media having it, right? But that's just telling you that's within you too. So recognize it as a sign, not as a comparison trap. Okay? And you can think of 1,000 different excuses, man. It's my race, it's my height, you know, it's my gender, it's my age, it's my, you know, you can think of 1,000 different labels and constraints for you, but that doesn't get you the results. What gets you the results is positive attitude. Straight up. When I keep a positive attitude about myself and about my life, I start to notice that my life is accelerating in a positive direction. That's it. But if I allow any kind of toxicity, negativity to seep into my waking life, into my reality, and I attach to it, guess what? It's going to start looping in my mind. I got to release that thing. I got to purge that in a full moon or something, man. I got to get rid of that, because I can't keep harboring that stress within my system anymore. And I'm not so dogmatic that I'm going to do it like everybody else. You see what I'm saying? So you have to find your way. I'm just giving you my way, right? And some of you are getting inspired by this. Like, you're like, yeah, he's right. And some of you are like, yeah, okay, I guess so. I'll try from tomorrow. That's not the attitude. That's not the attitude. The attitude is like, Shiva, 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 Shambhavi, Shankara, Shambhu, Shiva. That's the energy. That's the energy. It's just that all-encompassing, spacious consciousness that comes in and cannot be moved. You see? I'm very calm with everyone around me, right? But if I get to a high status, I have to remember that I'm gonna have people with eyes all around. That guy might be sitting there in a little, skull candy headphones or whatever, but it's really his Bluetooth set that's protecting me, and he's actually a bodyguard. But when you look at him, he has a sleeper build. You don't think he's a bodyguard. You see, that's the kind of understanding that I want to have if I ever am in that situation. Not that I'm going to or need bodyguards in that sense, but when you get to a high position, you have to think about these things, right? Because the enemy within is really a reflection of you, and when you do the inner work and you understand real good, right, what this matrix, this hologram really is, you start to become the character that cracks the simulation open, that moves the energy and the momentum of humanity upwards, right? We start to ascend together with this energy. And that's the power of this thing, right? So if Tantric Tycoon offends you and you're like, that's a materialistic on garbage or whatever, please continue working on your Etsy store that's not getting you any money, okay? Please continue. Go ahead while we keep winning, okay? Or you can just watch us keep winning, or you can join us and win with us. That's the energy, okay? Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. Much love to all of you. We're all gonna make it. I'll see you on the other side.